Starting out, Ori and the Blind Forest depicts a beautiful and soul-crushing story of friendship, selflessness, and loss. This opening sets the stage for a beautiful environment that has a melancholic overtone. Ori is a demanding, ingeniously complex Metroidvania-style adventure. This game relies on you to have a quick trigger finger along with perfectly timed platforming, all while in front of a lavish background and emotional story. This, along with the extraordinary sweeping movement of its orchestral score, pulls at your emotions while Ori silently trudges along. Welcome to the Still Grizzly channel. If you're not aware of me, I play games live on stream, then once completed, I like to compile a review to present to you with my thoughts or ideas on the game itself. This may mean the game has been out for quite some time and already has a ton of reviews. I am fine with that, as I'm not trying to sell you a product, but let you in on what I feel is either great or lacking with whatever game I review. Ori definitely made this review easy with its soothing music and beautiful gameplay. I do hope you enjoy. There is a certain degree of elegance with the game's starting sorrow, and it translates to you with how you feel towards Ori and the ball of light that accompanies you along your travels. Initially, when you start up this game, you're immediately struck right on the main screen with the somber tones and angelic singing to lure you into this game, letting you know right off the bat that you are in for a treat with Ori. When you start the story, you are presented with a surprisingly sad origin story for Ori. Once you've completed that initial start, you are left with needing to repair the Tree of Light. I won't divulge too much into what happens at the start, so that those who have not played this game and are just now deciding if you would like to play it won't get any spoilers, cause it hits you early in this game and the punches don't stop there. The forest can't be saved as easily as simply returning your floating companion to this tree. You're tasked with restoring 3 stolen life-sustaining elements that have drastically changed the environment in which you explore. Along the way, you uncover hidden power-ups and earn new abilities to help you reach previous out-of-reach areas. This helps you with the development of Ori, changing from a little ball of light to a malleable tool. Like any good Metroidvania, those skills you learn are wall climbing, stomp through weak areas, double jumping, and bash, which allows you to grab an enemy or projectile to slingshot yourself in a multitude of different directions. Once you learn a skill, you find it's almost second nature to you upon finding the next skill, which brings me to my first main topic I would like to discuss: the environment. The beauty and elegance is around you from the start to the finish of this game. You're hit immediately with the colorful tones and cute little friends. However, you find right off the bat that this game, though with a colorful environment, has a dark background. You're in a world ravaged by the light that made you. What makes up for this is the level design. It really is striking, with lots of distinct, memorable areas, with the ability to fast travel from one save point to another. It makes traversing the grandiose world an ease. Plus, you get a soul link to save at any point once fully charged to allow you to run far from those save areas. Especially when you get those abilities to grasp previously unreachable areas like the double jump or the bash, this allows you to find those hidden power-ups in completely new areas that may have been denied before due to having maybe a skill like ground slam, otherwise known as stomp, to break a weak area open. Each area pushes you to make use of whatever ability you just found right before that area. For example, one area lets you carry a gravity manipulating orb that lets Ori safely walk on lethal hot surfaces. Plus it gives the added effect of being upside down, sideways, and all different ways you can think of. These areas are very challenging but very rewarding when you are able to complete that platforming skill or reach that area you couldn't before. While running around, you may get stuck with a wall or a door that only lets you in when you get certain stones, or have enough energy points to spend. This forces you to go to an area you would find more challenging in order to get those gate keys to be able to move to a new region or a hidden room. Sometimes you may even need to kill a specific number of enemies in a room to unlock a door which opens a new area as well. Which leads me to the major gameplay shortcoming of this rather glorious game. In some areas, they take the platforming to new heights, what are called escape sequences, where you finally get the goal done. You have placed back what was previously taken, thus restoring one of the 3 missing life elements. When this happens, you are met with a no save, all out, get to the end, or die situation. While these are extremely rewarding once finally making it to the end, you are left on any level above easy, with not only making it more challenging, but God forbid if you die along the way, as you don't get a checkpoint to let you start after a definite hard challenge you barely swung through. Now this game pushes you back to the very beginning, which is a weird change for me in what is mostly a slow moving platforming game that isn't very taxing. Yes, there are some areas you have to quickly dash through to avoid, say, the ceiling falling on you, but those are brief and hard to find. Once you get to an escape sequence, it takes what you've learned and for the next 5 minutes to an hour, depending on the difficulty level, your ability to play platformers, and just raw luck, or some would say skill, which can lead you to wanting to angrily quit the game even after playing for so long. The only way to get through these areas are with repetition and mastering those abilities you learn throughout the game. Once you do attain that muscle memory, these escape sequences do tend to get a lot easier. That is, till the final boss run, which is its own challenge. Next, we can address combat. While we have touched on the world of platforming, which I feel is Ori's biggest plus, combat sadly is severely lacking. Combat in this game is really to just hold down a button once you see you're close enough and the enemy lights up red. Hammering on an enemy with your spirit flame is highly satisfying at first, but feels weak and inadequate later on in this game. What Ori does to make this a little harder is to provide different enemies that do different attacks, forcing you to use your skills over attacking. Some you may have to dash to the side, attack, then rinse and repeat till you've vanquished your foe. Others you may lack the heavy hitting ability to smash them with your spirit flames. Ori allows you to use skills like Bash or the Stomp to incorporate that with attacking the enemy. Say you haven't leveled up your main attack enough. Well, no worries, use your Bash to project Ori the opposite way while using the enemy's own attack against them. I have found that this method not only helps, but can take out some very tough little baddies along the way, especially when you haven't gotten a specific ability to reach a new area and get more essence or experience to level up your skills. What is lacking, say, in escape sequences, which is more user determined, or the combat, is not really lacking at all, I feel, in the skills or abilities. As I previously mentioned, this game is more focused on the environment and your traversal through this area. Ori does an amazing job providing you with multiple means and ways to go through this beautiful world. You get specific abilities that can help you with your platforming, and even be used to help in combat, as we previously talked about. Abilities and skills are 2 separate things though, as you can get the skills to double jump, but you would need to level up your character's abilities to eventually get the triple jump option. In keeping with a slightly morose, you find your old friends along the way, though already dead. They only leave behind a skill for you to use that helps you with the next area or challenge. Starting out, you only have the spirit flame to use to attack. Along the way, you get up to 9 skills like double jump, bash, stomp, and many others that help you float along or sneak into hidden areas. This alone pushes the game more into a platformer, as combat seems more an afterthought to me with the detailed platforming skills you get. Though you do have the ability to upgrade your combat prowess, health, and those skills. In Ori you get 3 skill trees to upgrade along the way. If any of you have watched my playthroughs or even seen previous tips and tricks, I tend to love skill trees with my role-playing background. Ori's ability tree is simple yet still complex. You have the utility abilities that give you more aid in survival and defense, allowing you to get triple jump or allowing you to breathe longer underwater. Then the efficiency abilities, which focus more on pickups and provide help with exploration, such as the ability to give you map markers to show specific items on map like XP power-ups or life cells or energy cells, which do exactly what they advertise, which is to give you an additional life cell or to give you an additional energy cell. You'll find plenty of these helping your energy and health grow along the way. Then we have the combat abilities branch of the tree. These do what they say as well, talking about Ori's offensive capabilities, such as allowing you to shoot 3 flames from your Spirit Flame or increasing the bash to do damage to enemies even greater. These all meld together and help your little Ori grow from that little light nymph to an agile warrior. When playing this game, it is important to not get drawn in by the beauty of this game, as it is a gorgeous game with amazing backdrops, with creatures sometimes moving in the foreground to immerse you more into the story. However, be aware of how the environment plays with your little Ori, which can bring in a factor often shown that Ori can sometimes blend in with backgrounds, especially one area that has fire everywhere and projectiles shooting down on you. In the chaos of escape sequences or getting rained on by projectiles, Ori can tend to be lost. These little minuses do not hurt the game overall for me, as there is plenty weighing for the good of this game. The beautiful backdrop of the game itself, fun platforming, areas to explore, and the unique story that pulls you in are all good additions, though the negatives are sometimes glaring in your face. With the simplistic combat system, the escape sequences having no way to save causing multiple retries, then surmounting in some frustration, losing Ori in a melding of what's going on screen, and a lack of direction at times. However, this game is a beautiful Metroidvania that is well worth a playthrough. The music draws you into a world of light and magic, only to let you know it isn't kidding around. I would give this game a 8 out of 10, for there is ample amount going for the game, just those minuses are too great for me to overlook. If you're asking yourself, should I get this game, I would definitely recommend it. Since it has been out for a while, it is more than likely to be heavily discounted. Here, soon we will see the newest game, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, come out. Hopefully they will address some of these issues, as I know not only myself but others have discussed the simplicity of the combat style. This game may have its flaws, but it's an engrossing story that you should try out at least once in your gaming travels. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Ori and the Blind Forest review. I want to thank you all for watching, as it helps this channel out. If you'd like to continue to help the channel out, make sure to click subscribe so that way you keep updated to any of my Let's Plays that come out or any more reviews that I put together. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and a comment below on whether you'd like to see more games like this or just what you've learned from this video. If you'd like to reach me outside of YouTube, you can reach me at my Twitter, Twitch, Discord, and Facebook links below. Also, just a quick plug for the Gamers Among Us channel that I'm in. It is a group of friends that shares a love for gaming. We love them so much we wanted to combine that and provide you with gaming and technology reviews, news, discussions, and of course some laughs along the way. If you want to find upcoming games or our opinion on games that already came out, make sure to reach out to the links below for the Gamers Among Us channel. I know I say it a lot, but thank you once again. This is the Still Grizzly signing off, and hoping you have the best of luck with all your future games.